What's popular, YouTube? Another day, another demo. Here we are with ropz, watching some gameplay in CS2 on Nuke. Oh, sorry, I skipped over that. What's popular, YouTube? Another day, another demo. It's the very first CS2 demo that we're gonna watch now. I've already watched a few, and you know what the deal is, okay? One player, one half, one opportunity. That's it. I haven't pre-watched the demo. I'm here to learn with you. We want to watch ropz playing Nuke. We want to learn the CT side. We got a 12-round half coming up. Okay, should be interesting. And I want to see everything new. Let's see if anybody has changed how we're playing in CS2 versus CSGO already. I think the prediction that makes the most sense is that nobody is going to change how they play just yet. They're going to wait until the meta develops, but I think for now you're going to see if the old tricks work, right? All the angles are still almost identical. You're going to keep those. Look at ropz go, already performing some movement. Didn't even know that was possible in CS2, did ya? Did ya? Well, did you know that ropz is probably... Now that cs2 isn't on a team right now, it's got to be ropz is the best movement of any pro in CSGO. Huh? Electronic also has great movement. Cirque's been cleaning up in the European matchmaking leaderboards in CS2. Did you hear about that news? But ropz right now in the tier 1. Nobody knows more about Counter-Strike and CS2 from all the pros that I've talked to than ropz. So he's the guy who I want to pay attention to see the new angles, the new technology, okay? But first, we got a ramp pick coming up. So ropz swings into this, and after a bad miss, that can be awkward, but he actually goes right for the re-peek. And now he's going to get swarmed, but he's got good cover. In matchmaking, you can be a great individual, but you cannot count on great rotations. That's what we get in tier 1. Instantly to the boost up on this round. Now, something that we're seeing on ramp holds, something that I've been doing when I've been playing ramp a lot, is smoking immediately into ramp and then nading immediately into ramp, just to take a peek. Sometimes people are caught off guard after they hear the smoke bloom, that a nade comes right afterwards. So it can be a waste of your only grenade in a round, but it's something that can net you a kill. And a few gimmicks in a game, oh my god. This was true in MR15. This is even more true in MR12, right? In one half, how many rifle rounds are you going to get? 4? 5? If you have a gimmick to get an opening kill, that gets you the round win 80% of the time. Do the math. You need like 2-3 gimmicks, and you're going to have a massive advantage if this all result in round wins and ecos thereafter, right? So momentum more important than ever before. And little tricks are, they sound silly to think about when you've got all the fundamentals and stuff to focus on, but there's something to keep in mind. And look at little tricks out of snacks, okay? But ropz, fundamental gameplay as he watches a smoke that he throws. Is that so much to ask? You throw a smoke, you also watch it, right? Smokes are not walls. And even if it was a wall, snacks might have come through. So ropz very smart to catch him off now. I remember this game, and snacks is going to be a problem for ropz, so we're going to watch that. Oh, ropz's knife name is Sujandise. Rotation downstairs. Vent called. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at this on the minimap, all right? We're going to pull out some new technology on Coach Lau, favorite fake YouTube coach of the year. Vote for me, esports color commentator of the year. Snacks drops down vent, and he actually goes towards secret. Now, it's very tricky because they call the vent timing, and I'm going to show what happens here as ropz goes and looks for him. And snacks, yeah, he's a big dude, but a little bit faster than he looks, and ropz can't find him. So what we have in this situation... Actually, I got to skip back. Oh my god, I got to skip back a little bit again. Oh my god, I fucking love CS2. That's incredible to be able to do that. Okay, I think when ropz goes and clears this is going to be perfect for me. All right, now we can bring up our new technology paint segment. So, welcome to Coach Lau in color here, okay? I got perspective like Picasso, baby. Check me out, all right? So, I don't even need to explain this to you. You know exactly what this drawing is. So, snacks comes out this way and goes secret. Now, if snacks, the thing is, if snacks goes this way, right, and he ends up in decon door is closed. If he goes out this way and then he goes down to control side door is closed. If he goes up control steps window is unbroken. He also knows that ropz plays down here and the window could have been broken. He might just be running into ropz. So immediately going towards secret is actually interesting. It covers 2 bases. Gets outside number 1, which might be a weird timing they don't call. Number 2, it flanks secret in case ropz went there. And number 3, did I say 2 things? It also allows him to come back. So what we're going to see in a second is that he can now flank ropz, who think about ropz, right? One of the most clever players in the game, doesn't know where Snacks got off to, and they can only in audio cue feel like they heard Snacks outside, and now ropz is going to know based on this kill on Kerrigan where he's come from. But look at Snacks, ready on a very fast timing, walking back downstairs, and totally knows that ropz could be here. Very smart awareness from him, but this is an important play because a lot of times when you do the vent drop, people will sit in the vent, they'll lurk in a decon, they'll get the control side, they'll stop and wait and have nothing to do. Well, there's something else that you can do. Usually, you have lots of time in the round before your teammates can join you downstairs to lurk, right? If you get down vents in the 145, how long is it going to take them to smoke outside on secret? Smoke outside to cross secret, get downstairs with you for the split, get everybody in position to throw nades from control side and decon, everything like that forever. So your job is to make it seem like you could be anywhere. It's to cause influence to get the CTs to rotate downstairs. And as you can see from Snacks, there's a very effective, very sort of active gameplay from a position that can sometimes be, it can look boring if the wrong person's in that position. So, but we watched this demo to learn about ropz, not Snacks. Oh, fuck. God, I love skip back. This is amazing. This demo was a little fucked up, but I don't even think that ever happened. Okay, check this out. Okay, ignore everything on the screen. Nobody's won the round. Nobody's defused the bomb. This is a 2v3 retake because ropz and Rain are left alive. This is something that only happens CS2 so far. The bomb radius has been increased, okay? So now you have to go earlier to save if you're on T side. This creates for an interesting situation. ropz has an AUG. Look how Rain comes into this. We'll watch it from his perspective and also see ropz's. So the molly for Hut, the smoke right click while falling, and then ropz is going to fan out to watch Squeaky. It's the absolute perfect way to retake in this spot. And you can see this T start moving again because of that new radius. So that's so easy. Look at the coverage here. The first person to be able to fight that is Squeaky. It's impossible to run through that hot molly, and ropz gets another free kill. A beautiful use of the expanded explosion zone of the bomb. There is a limit to which it makes sense to expand the bomb radius because let's say it was like even bigger than that, then it would be unfair to the Ts who have to run away. The Ts only need 5 seconds to defuse the bomb. So if you have to run for more than 5 seconds to get away from the bomb to survive, then that gives a chance for the TTs to ninja defuse like that. And we certainly are going to see a lot of ninja defuses in the game right now. So ropz goes ahead and checks on anybody behind the smoke. This, by the way, is going to be the most amazing change to Counter-Strike since CSGO came out and added Molotovs. Having smokes being blown open by nades is amazing. It makes the game more dynamic. It finally gives you a response to nades. You know, actually one of the reasons that we went to MR12 in the first place was because on Inferno, people used to have to sit behind smokes for the whole round on Banana and then exec through a smoke or in the last 10 seconds after the smokes are finally done. Now, if that was in CS2 where you could blow open smokes, they wouldn't have had to increase the round time, and you could have had a situation where we wouldn't even be in MR12. Not even joking. So technically, I think if you made this game back to MR15, you'd get shorter rounds overall because of the new smokes. But yeah, what they did instead to address that problem of people sitting behind smokes, they made the rounds longer instead of make the smokes shorter, which was interesting. So the immediate rotation downstairs, I love the secret rotation. I love playing secret early in rounds on CT side. I especially love it in pugs. I think that it's something that it's very hard to count on teammates to cover your lower in a pug in general. And here you don't have to think about it. Also, if there's no one sitting on top silo 40 seconds into a round, which is sort of rare, even in pugs, then you have a really good re-clear on people outside, lots of opportunity to shoot people in the side. You're playing with info the entire time. You're a fast rotation upstairs and downstairs. And you can get downstairs by doubling up ramp or dropping vent from playing mini in the beginning of the round. Oh, that's insane. There was a weird molly right there. He was standing, it felt like in the fire, man. He was in the fire, man. Okay. Kiaz with the clear. Oh my god, I realized with miss kills, I can just skip forward now. I'll literally never miss a kill again. That's sort of weird to think about. It's very important to, whether you have good information or not, keep your nade sets varied. You know, like this round we have a smoke flash. Could be because you're anticipating a rush, like the double up ramp. Some of this is read based at pro level, and it's but not just pro level. Okay, also every level, and that's something to remember. That you want to keep everything varied, just so that they don't know how many people are there. If someone switched, you know what the reaction is. You might also stop things like random rushes. Like, oh, he smokes every round. They've been doing everything except mollying. Let's rush. You know, calls like that will be avoided against you if you just keep your utility varied a little bit. This angle is excellent. Okay, so I'll show, because I'm pretty sure one person will walk out and get shot in the back in this situation, why this angle is so good in another paint segment. And this is clearly the angle he's picked for the round. Okay, so check this out, right? You see so many nades that go past in this angle. You have full vision of the ramp, where if you're playing on the box, you have to constantly check in on check. And as we're about to see, you're going to... If someone comes out and clears this, they could hard clear it, but you're going to get a free kill in the back most likely. And the second approach from Snacks is really good to deal with them, but it's already too late at this point. So why don't we go ahead back and explain why it is that this angle is so good. So look at Isaac. He's clearing everything properly, right? But clearing everything properly doesn't mean you can clear everything. So when Isaac goes for the clear on the right side, which is a much more common spot than where ropz is playing from, and a really good spot to multi if it doesn't get cleared, he goes for the deep clear, which is also just a good clear. And as you can see, exposes himself. Look how far out Isaac has to get to properly clear this angle. Would it make sense to half clear this, then look back, then clear again? No, because you're always going to expose yourself to one or the other. So from ropz's POV, it's going to be a gamble if he plays in that corner or this one. But from ropz's POV, it's an excellent place to be, an excellent off angle, and people are complaining about holding angles in CS2. Well, we actually learned that in CSGO, you should not be holding angles either. You should always be playing off angles if possible. Off angles will always be powerful, no matter what, even if there is peeker's advantage, because an off angle by definition means that your opponent has to flick when they clear you. Any angle that's pre-fireable is not a good angle to play. It's obvious, which is the cardinal sin of playing CS, is to play in an obvious spot, do an obvious thing, if that makes sense. And playing CS2 better means learning how to play better off angles. Maybe there is truth that there is peeker's advantage. Seems like everyone agrees on that. I personally think that it's a bit suspicious to me that we had the same conversation when CSGO came out. Can't hold angles in this game, can't hold angles in this game. I watched a good video that explained that peeker's advantage might be entirely physiological, okay? Not psychological, not psychosomatic, but physiological. Because imagine you're holding a stress ball, okay? If you're the player that peaks, you can squeeze that ball really hard and swing out and take a fight. If you're somebody who has to hold an angle for a minute, then you can't squeeze that ball as tight as possible. So the theory is that if you're the peaker, your reaction time's faster because you get to squeeze that ball when you want to peak. And the person holding is always at a disadvantage because they're only semi-squeezing the ball, not totally prepared, not knowing that the peak is coming, right? I subscribe to that theory, actually. But it's also probably true that you can hold angles better 1.6 in CSGO. Not entirely positive that peeker's advantage necessarily exists, but it doesn't change the fact that playing off angles is always a better idea. And there is a huge skill discrepancy between 1.6 players who played in 1.6 and CSGO players, and now CS2 players. Everyone knows way more. Everyone's aim is way better. Crosshair placement and stuff like that weren't even things that some pros talked about, okay? So way back in the day. So this is important to remember, that the game is overall harder as well. Oh, and let me just do a quick paint segment, because I don't know if I'm going to do another one here in this game, but okay. An off angle, by definition, again, is an angle that's not being held. Oh, this is brave. This is brave, but that's why I'm the man for the job, okay? That's why I'm the man for the job. I don't know how to make this look 3D. Okay. Okay, that's not very good. That's Isaac, that's ropz. That's kind of stupid because I just wanted to draw it for no reason because I already explained this whole idea. But when I look for good angles, what I do is I watch for players to see how they clear angles. And then I find a good angle. Maybe I can do this to draw this example, okay, really quick. On Dust 2, this is a very popular one, okay? So I'm going to do this from a top-down perspective. This is Big Box in the B site on Dust 2. Drawn very crudely, Okay, there's a barrel here or something. You sit right here, okay? Now, here is a tunnel entrance into the B site. Here's like car. So you know where you are. So when people come out of Dust 2 tunnels, there is an angle right here where they look at the window. Now what people do is they come out on the side of the tunnel and they look directly at the window. Without fail, you can try this yourself. Walk down the tunnel on Dust 2 and look to clear things as you normally would. And then look at this specific angle when you sit on the box, on the side of the behind big box, and look at the corner of the tunnel, okay? Hold that angle. Hold it. Hold it. When people come out to clear this, and when you try to do this yourself, you will always naturally look at the window first, okay? You will fully expose yourself to this one angle. That's how you pick good angles. Watch for the entry pathing of your opponents. Look in demos for how you would clear things, and then look at the thing you're not looking at and hold that angle. Okay, ropz did not get an ace in this round, just a demo bug. Okay, there's gonna be a few of those. One thing FaZe are doing, we're nading open these smokes very consistently early on when they're smoked to get full information. People were literally sending their IGLs, right? Poor Glaive was running through smokes in 2020 like this just to see if anyone was outside. Now you all have to do is nade it and play someone back big garage. It's a great shot from ropz. I think we just got a highlight round from him, so why don't we just enjoy it? Look how he clears this, man. That's our A-core nading the smoke and ropz just memorizing the angle, knowing exactly how much he had to work with right there. A-core was happy to take the fight, but he was wrong. Wrong to be happy. Okay. All right, last round of the first half. Let's take a look. Angle out in the open here. The people who are swinging from the ramp, again, another off angle because why? That's right, because they're clearing turnpike this time, okay? So they come out of ramp this way. Turnpike is over here. Ramp's facing it like this. They come out here. They clear into the big box that we saw ropz play, and then they turn their attention into the J-Hall, turnpike, and they look that way. So this is another off angle, okay? And you put it wide enough because people will run out pretty wide on this spot to fight. No one really hard clears the position that ropz is playing, and it's always a gamble for your entry. That's why it's hard. I mean, entering, you got to make some reads. Sometimes you do pick the perfect spot, and the onus for the CT is to have enough ways to play every site, and that you're hard to find. You know, you have to be good at enough angles that you can pick from different ones. It's not about there's a best angle every single round. It's just about bringing enough variety that you're hard to read, right? Okay, 1v3 attempt, ropz. Have at it. Oh yeah, spoiler, gets shot in the butt. All right, that's the end of the half. Beautiful. Wow, welcome to my messy room. Thank you guys so much for watching that demo review. This is a first test run. I've got to go back and watch it, see how it feels. We're going to have this edited by Vivid. He's been doing a magical job. I want to do more demo reviews. I want them to be like sort of easy to do so we can do lots of them. Lots of stuff to learn in CS2. Going to be watching a lot of demos. Let me know if I should keep the same format of watching the demo live with you, going over stuff. Do you like the paint segments? Do you want to turn off X-ray? Do you want to go back to old POVs? If possible, let me know everything. Give me all the feedback. So I think we're definitely I'm going to be watching a lot of demos regardless. So, all right. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Buy A-Zone. New box release in the first of every month. Easy.